Hey guys, this is MB from underdogchance.com, and in today's video I will show you how I made 40 units in just 4 months with my MLB betting model, and I will also share one free pick with you from today's betting model analysis. Okay, right now I'm sitting at close to 40 units. It is basically 39.94 units of profit to the season, 200 wins, 156 losses. For dime bettors, this is around 40,000 American dollars of profit. My goal was to make until the end of the season 40 units, which is basically 10 times higher than typical stock market yield at this moment. If you can make 40 units in baseball season, this is around 7 times better than stock market. And if you can do this on a yearly basis, you can build wealth, and this is my goal. Okay, but I already reached 40 units today. This is July 26th. So let's dive in how I did it. Okay, so number of MLB games played till date, so until today, is 1,522. And my model analyzed almost every game. So I was analyzing every single game, and I was doing analysis every single day as well. So I used around 15 to 20 minutes, because with betting model, you can take large sets of data, and the betting model will analyze many games in very short period of time. So this is one of the huge benefits if you have a betting model. Okay, and I think I only took 2 days off. So I was analyzing more than 1,500 games so far each day. Okay, but as I said, it didn't take me a lot of time, because with betting model I spent around 15-20 minutes per day. If you're new to spreadsheets and betting models, of course, at the start you need a little bit more time, but once you get comfortable with the spreadsheets and numbers, this is much easier. I also skipped the games where I didn't have enough information about the pitchers. I also skipped the games, late opening odds, so I didn't attack closing lines, and this also saved me some time. Okay, and of course, when I made the analysis for some games, and if the odds were very close to my odds, pinnacle odds were very close to my projected odds, I didn't check the lineups as well. Okay, so the process was pretty quick. As I said, around 15 minutes per day, and I made 40 units so far. Okay, so I was focusing on full game money lines and first 5 innings. Okay, not totals. Okay, despite my betting models also project the totals, but I didn't focus on this. Okay, if I found a large underdogs value, I took plus run lines. Okay, because if you use adjusted Kelly criterion, which I use for bet suggestions, if you find a value with money line, you will also find with plus run line. Okay, based on my method that I use. Okay, so of course no betting model is perfect, but it is crucial for winning. I hope we all understand this already, because in modern era of betting, following sports picks, making picks based on gut feelings, making picks based on reading news, this is not going to work. Okay, that's why journalists and those reporters on big websites, they basically create entertainment content, not let's say expert betting content. Okay, and that's why the numbers, statistics, advanced statistics, and algorithms are very important if you want to have some chance to win some money in sports betting, especially at this time. Okay, because bettors are smarter, bookmakers are smarter, and we need to adapt. Okay, so how this works? Okay, so betting model analyze data. So I use Google Sheets. There are other tools, other software that you can use, but I think that an average sports bettor should use either Google Sheets or Excel, because it is simple to use and anyone can learn. Okay, of course, if you can use Python or R statistics or some other tool, it is also great, but I believe that 90% of bettors will never learn this, and that's why we still have spreadsheets which are very powerful. Okay, and I use Google spreadsheets, and this is also what I teach my students. Okay, my betting model then convert the odds into probabilities. So all the data into probabilities, identify value bets, and my model also recommends units. Okay, so each team's projected runs are turned into probabilities and odds. The model then compares our odds with Pinnacle odds, always against Pinnacle odds, and the adjusted formula help me determine the unit size to bets, ranging from 1 to 2 units. Okay, so uh, I I project my own probabilities, then I add bookmakers odds from Pinnacle, and then I have this formula which will show me how much is a recommended bet. It is usually from 1 to 2 units. Okay, and the rest they are not qualified. So if I get the number which is smaller than one, then this was not qualified, which means that there was simply not enough value, and the discrepancy between my numbers, my projected odds, and bookmakers odds were simply too small. Okay, because I know that betting model, no betting model is perfect. All betting models are wrong, and this is why I look for the discrepancies. Okay, and only those bets were considered which had substantial difference between projected odds and Pinnacle odds. Okay, I didn't use any soft bookies, no soft bookies involved, no manipulations on betting monitoring apps with unknown bookies, because there are many, and I'm not against this, but there are many betting apps now, monitoring sites, where you can select some soft bookmakers, unknown bookmakers, and you can have better profits, better units, better yield. But in reality, you will never make any money there, because they will limit you the next day. You can also beat closing line. You just need to have this betting app, then check Pinnacle odds, and last minute before the game start, just bet or click on that game which has better odds than Pinnacle, and you will beat the closing line. Okay, and if you sell picks, you can show this to the customers or naive bettors or followers, right? And I didn't use any soft bookmakers. Okay, so all odds were from Pinnacle. Okay, Pinnacle odds only. Those are the sharpest odds on the market. If you can beat Pinnacle odds, you can beat other odds as well. Okay, so both for taking and closing. And I think that I'm not involved in sports handicappers market. I don't believe in following sports picks. I don't believe in paying sports picks. This is not my way. I think following is a losing mentality. What I do, I try to teach bettors the mind, the numbers, and how they can become successful bettors. And some of them became handicappers as well, who work for bigger sites now. But this is not my way, okay? And if you can beat Pinnacle odds, you can beat the other as well. Okay, and tracking was real time with projections and analysis, typically done between 6 and 9 in Central European time. This is where I live. So in the morning, I made projections, analysis, and so on. Okay, and tracking was real time. Okay, I think that if you test a betting model and if you track your odds, you also need to understand yourself, where you live, when you have time to make projections, and you need to track it real time. Okay, all this back testing, everything is great. You can also track against opening odds, but you at the end of the day, you will be the person who will make the bets. Okay, and if you don't have a bot, if you don't have a robot, or if you don't have a software that will bet on opening odds, you will not catch these odds, right? So you are a person, and you need to know yourself, and you need to track your bets in a real time, so you know yourself. Okay, what are you doing when you have time, what odds you get at that time at your local bookmaker or online bookmaker, or whatever. So it was a real time tracking, of course, as well, and exactly how I did it. Okay, all bets were also shared on YouTube, on Discord channel, so it was all there. Okay, here are some performance stats. Okay, the model beat the closing odds at 72.73% of time. So after I made the bets, the odds dropped in 72.73, more than 70% of times against closing odds. So closing odds were weaker than my odds. Okay, so what that means, for example, if you go to a store and you buy a toy for $7 American, and then when you leave that store, and the price goes up to 10, and you beat the line, right? All other people will buy it for $10 while you buy it for $5. And this concept also applies here in sports betting. Okay, if you want to beat sharp markets like MLB, NFL, NBA, you need to beat the line. Okay, and the closing line value at plus 2.06% on all games, and high value plays, so those are the best plays of the day, or whatever we call it. Those are 2 units bets where the discrepancy was the biggest between my numbers and Pinnacle odds. It beats 90, more than 90% of times. So my betting model beats Pinnacle odds more than 90% of times with the best and high value plays. Okay, this yield was 26.35%, closing line value plus 4.52%, and no weak Pinnacle closing line value plus 1.65%. Okay, I think this is pretty amazing. And don't forget that I analyzed around 1,500 bets this season in MLB. Okay, so first 5 inning bets were delivered better results this season. So I had full money line games, full games money lines, and first 5 innings. So first half, right? And first 5 innings bets delivered better results with 40 units with ROI or yield plus 18.53%. Okay, although our top full game bets. So if I would exclude 1 unit bets, also full game money bets would make plus 15.66 units. Okay, so but of course the record is 39.94 units, but this is just different statistics for different bet types. Okay, so first 5 innings against full money line games. Okay, the best team to bet so far was San Francisco Giants. They made more than 60 units of profits. I also made the most bets on San Francisco Giants, and the worst team was Seattle Mariners, minus 6.66 units. Okay, of course, a lot of people will think, okay, San Francisco Giants is the best team to bet, and they will start betting until the end of the season. This is not how the things work. Okay, past performance is not a guarantee for future performance. Okay, this is just the analysis. An interesting fact what happened so far after analyzing more than 1,500 games this year in 2023 in baseball. Okay, so I also had 3 bigger drop downs. This is the hardest thing for followers, for rookie bettors, because anyone can bet here when the things are going well. Okay, but the people start panicking here, and here. Okay, and I had 3 bigger drop downs. So at the start of the season, minus 9.44 units, this is here. Then in early May, I had minus 15.5 units here and minus 15.02 units here. Okay, and right now it is pretty stable. Okay, right now it is pretty stable, but this is something we need to survive. I didn't panic here because this is something I experience every single year, and I bet baseball for more than 15 years, and this is something I face every single year. But of course, if you're just follower and if you jump on peaks, maybe you jump here and then you will say I'm the worst handicapper. If you jump here, you will say I'm the best handicapper. Some other James or John or whatever, he will jump here and he will say I'm the worst. And this is why you always need to think long term. Okay, as I said many times, following is dumb thing to do, because if you want to follow me, you need to follow every single step, every single bet, and this is not possible because we cannot return the time, right? We cannot go back in my life and in the history, and you can simply not follow. This is why I try to teach bettors so they start thinking like me, using the tools like me, numbers like me, and they become successful bettors, not just followers. Okay, if you invest some time, money, and energy at the start, then you have this skill for a lifetime and you can start generating more and more profits every single year. Okay, average odds played came in at 1.90 or minus 111. So this is the average odds. So there were some underdogs, there were some bigger favorites, but the average was minus 111. P-value 0.048. This is basically, so if if my results are statistically significant, so there is 5% of chance that the results are based on luck. Okay, but it is pretty good number. Okay, so one word, a couple of words before I show my pick. If you follow someone's picks and you don't understand the methods and models behind his bets, detailed records like this one, profit yield, closing line, betting strategy, betting, and even life philosophy of your handicapper. So if you don't understand his detailed records, his life philosophy, betting, investment philosophy, then you made less research than a kid who buy a video games. Okay, so this is one thought for today. So you can think about this, because I know people are jumping from YouTube video to YouTube video, from side to side, from handicapper to handicapper, and they have no idea what is the record for their last 1,000 bets. And we start talking about 1,000 games, or one or analyzed a lot of games, right, with all the details. They don't know anything about these guys, and they simply blindly follow. Okay, so if you don't know anything about your handicapper, you made less research than a kid who buy a video games, and then no wonder why so many bettors lose. Okay, I'm not telling you what to do. I just want to give you one thing to think about today. Okay, so today's bet, I have one qualified bet. There are a couple of other games with small value, but this is the only qualified bet, because I'm a little bit more selective right now. So I am looking for higher value plays, full games, and first 5 innings games, also a little bit more selective. And the only today bet is Cincinnati first 5 inning at -102, but I'm taking small run line at plus 0.5. Okay, and this is 1.25 unit. Okay, if they hit, if Cincinnati beat Milwaukee, or if the game is tied after 5 innings, I will hit more than 40 units, and then I will decide if I will make a bet until the end of the season. I'm right now on an island, on a vacation. I will be here for some time now, and then I will decide what I will do, because 40 units, this is for me great, and it is even if you make 40 units in 1 year, and if you know what to do with these 40 units, then you can generate more and more money and build wealth. And this is what sports betting should be, but nobody teach sports bettors about this. Okay, and this is what I do. I try and I do my best to turn sports bettors into winning sports bettors. So if you want to learn from me, go to underdogchance.com. I have a betting masterclass. You can join it, and you will become also a member of our Discord membership group. You will get all my betting models to download. You can also get my MLB betting model. Here, if you go to learn to bet, you can get my MLB betting model. You can also get soccer betting model. And if you are just starting out, you can start with 30-day email betting course, where I also have one bigger video about 4 bucket system that helped me break free from 9 to 5 routine. And as I said, if you are ready to take it to the next level, if you're sick of following or paying for sports picks, enroll in masterclass, and I will teach you how to be your own boss, how to make your own bets, how to create your own betting models, how to bet with the numbers. And if you put some work in next 1 to 3 months, you will be better than 90% of all other bettors that are following picks on social media for their whole life. Okay, this is something I'm pretty confident, because the members who put the work in, I saw some amazing results, not only from betting perspective, but also from mindset and everything else. And at the end of the day, this is what matters the most as well. Okay, so that's it from me today. And if you take Cincinnati Reds today, I wish you good luck. And always remember, never blindly follow anyone. Sports betting is not guaranteed, but if you do it right, sports betting can be a great tool to build wealth and make your life better. And I can show you how. Okay, simply go to underdogchance.com. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.